The Youngest Drummer, a poem written by Steve Page. Back in 1963, when I was barely 4 years old, I lived in the dirty old town of Salford, where life was grim and serious and cold. Less than 20 years since World War II, times were tough, but I never felt poor. Our parents worked their fingers to the bone to keep the wolf away from our door. From the top of our street we could see the docks and the enormous cargo boats. There were hundreds of men, as tiny as ants, in flat caps and donkey jacket coats. A hive of activity, a booming industry, where everything and everyone smoked. The dawn chorus of the smog-filled streets, as people coughed and hacked and choked. The annual works outing to Blackpool announced that the summer had arrived. It was legal for the charabanc driver to have 5 or 6 pints and still drive. The men would line up for the group photograph, best coats, Sunday cap, brill cream. Workmates together with one thing in common, one of the only days of the year they were clean. The best time for kids were the whit walks and the spring bank holiday marching bands. The leader twirled his staff and threw it high into the air, and then caught it with an outstretched hand. Behind him came the noise of the jazz band, playing and marching to the sound of the beat, and I banged my big bass drum from the platform shoulder high. I literally had the world at my feet. My brother clashed the cymbals, my sister danced along, and Dad carried me way up high on shoulders broad and strong. Mam walked proudly and waved to us as the banners and flags unfurled, and I still cherish the black and white photo of her as we appeared in the news of the world. Most of my memories are black, white and grey, but it was all vivid colour on that very special day. It was bright red tunics and blouses, white satin skirts and trousers, and everyone knew just what to play. We were the Salford Eldorados, the greatest jazz band on the scene, and we wouldn't have looked out of place on the streets of New Orleans. We all had lots of fun as we played out in the sun, a defining memory of an early summer. I was famous for a while, and it sometimes makes me smile. For over 60 years ago, I was England's youngest drummer.